Hey folks, what's going on? Joy here once again doing another first impression. A lot of fragrances currently being purchased and I'm getting gifts as well. So yes, I just wanted to do initial impression because it's not impossible to do like a very quickly a full review, detailed review. I need time to study them, but yeah, I've been getting few days, so I'm just testing them for a few days. So one of them, as you can see from title, is gonna be the first impression of not a very modern fragrance, very old fragrance by now, and I'm wearing green to support this, right? And I'm just want to talk about a few things about this, all right? Not in full detail, but so far what I got and my reason to get it and who does this, suit this fragrance, all right? So first of all, my scent of the day is Acqua di Gio Profumo. I posted about this in my Good Smellers Bangladesh page. If you are interested and you're from Bangladesh or any other country that is, you can join our group. Very beautiful, up-class manly scent for maybe summer, but works all year round. Okay, so coming back to this fragrance, all right, it's classified as woody, aromatic, fresh, spicy, and leather, all right, which is, I think, ideal for this kind of fragrance, all right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just read out the notes from Fragrantica just to give a brief intro on this, and I'll talk about my thoughts on this fragrance, a few things, all right. So here we go. So this fragrance actually is one of the earlier release from the Polo house, Ralph Lauren Polo house. It's one of the signature releases, all right. And this one, it's been there for ages. Many people use this. It's been around the world and known to be a very manly, potent scent, all right. So let's see what we get, all right. So according to Fragrantica, here I have my notes, all right. So bear with me. Polo is actually for the here is for fans of beautiful eternal things. Its name awakens association with close circle of the chosen, and the circle has its rules and traditions. Okay. Okay, so more or less what I'm getting is such a long read, so I'm just gonna cut it down. Polo actually doesn't have any floral notes. Yes, I agree. And doesn't have any sweetness. That is from my initial impression from my nose, all right. And it's like a green scent. And the perfume for this is Carlos Benaim, who is a very renowned perfume, and it's launched in 1978, all right. So the notes in this are, I think, more or less green, fresh, spicy, grassy, and then basil, thyme, the cumin, coriander, cloves, as well as utsi, decorated with patchouli, oak moss, vetiver. Okay, then in the base we have leather, tobacco, thyme, all right. So yes, so those are your notes, and the notes as in on the fragrance, and the top all the way to the bottom notes, all right. So the similar fragrance I think they suggested is Bogart Story Green, which is on the way. I'm gonna get that soon, maybe today or tomorrow. And to me, really, it smells like that modern, like the strongest version of those green scents. I love the Bulgari's. Is it Bulgari? No, sorry, Paco Rabanne's Puram, the green scent, very tender, but that one is very soft, all right. That one, if you think is harsh, this is amped up harshness, all right. As well as Jaguar for Man, which is not everybody's cup of tea, once again, all right. So what do I get from this fragrance? Okay, first of all, here's the box, just very quickly. Very nice, mature, sort of like yeah, the horseman green and gold combo. Yeah, so that's the box, nothing much. If you know the Polo blue and the red, they all follow the pattern of the color, and this one is the green one. I really love this bottle, guys. Very vintage, sort of golden. I don't know, it looks like one of those, the sticks, the I don't know what you call those things. You just hold it around, like, hold it, and then you're just walking around, walking sticks or something like that. It looks like that, all right. But very up class. If you know Polo Safari, and this bottle reminds me of very much of those old 1980s time. And the green bottle looks very nice. Like recently, I think it's a Kryptomint came out, but this one, it feels like more like the kryptonite of Superman. That sort of feel. Green. The horseman is here. It's 110 ml, I think, if I'm not mistaken. How much is it? It's 118 ml. Weird. Not 120, 118. All right. Here's your sticker and whatnot. I got this from Starlin Enterprise in Bangladesh. Gave me a good deal on this, all right. If you're interested, you can contact them. Starlin Enterprise, okay. They have the page. You can check out this fragrance in their page, all right. I think the price is pretty much around how much, a bit on the higher side. It's somewhere 5,000 taka plus, all right. So in overseas conditions, I think it's gonna be somewhere still $50 and up, most probably, not sure. Also has a smaller bottle size, which you don't get in Bangladesh. All right. So my initial thought on this is, I knew this fragrance for a very long time. When I started my fragrance journey, when I just started collecting, I didn't like this kind of fragrance. To be honest, I never ever would look into this way. I tried this, I'm like, oh, imagine, I have this on paper, like, I smell it, no, show me something more pleasant, all right? So this is not a pleasant fragrance for those beginner's nose. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Second thing is, this fragrance is only solely for people who love green fragrances. If you're not a fan of green fragrances and you're looking for more flirty, floral, sort of like a lemony, summery, play that sort of scent, you're gonna hunt chicks for this. Yes, you can go and hunting for chicks who are 60 and plus. Yes, those kind of chicks can dig this. Just kidding. All right, this scent also is not for, as I mentioned, it's a bit for mature crowd. Definitely mature crowd. If you have an acquired taste or something, yes, after you collected, you love your Kuros now, you love your Pakuraban Puram now, you like those green scents, the Platinum Egoist, that sort of scent, you might, because this is a bit animalic, okay? That's to my nose. And slowly over the time, I keep thinking, I keep imagining what I would like to wear when I get older. I'm 35, approaching towards 40. So this is more like a 40-year-old man scent, okay? But there's no age 20 fragrance. If you happen to have the nose, you can easily, 15, 20 years old can pull this. But more likely, out of 100 people, maybe just how many? 5 guys who pick this. So I'm very happy I have this, all right? And I got this for collection purpose, and for those days, I want to be in the outdoors. This is an outdoor scent. Let's say you're going to in the woods, you're going like mountain climbing or something like that, you're going camping. If you're driving a Jeep Wrangler, that sort of thing, you're wearing your khakis, you're wearing your boots, big boots, those boots like the one you wear like climbing mountains, Rocky Mountains, that sort of feel. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of campfire. Yep, barbecue, perfect. If you happen to see like a lot of those forests covered with the dry leaves, yes. And if you're around like big trees, okay, pine trees, I'm not quite sure what trees there will be, oak tree or any other those big ass trees, like old trees, and you just smell all those nature. This smells like nature. Little bit on the synthetic side. This one is not the most natural smelling one. Opening is very, very harsh. Moment you spray it, I had it on paper. Okay, I'll spray it once again. The sprayer works really okay. Okay, sprays a lot of juice. Sprayer is great. So yeah, moment you spray this on, at this moment, as a collector, as a nearing my 100 plus little bit, that sort of like collection, I fell in love with this when I still sniffed it after a long time. I think 1 or 2 weeks back. This is something else. All right, this is, you grown up, you have children, and you are the responsible father, and you're very, above all, very, very masculine guy, very strong guy. Opens are very, very green to me, and this can be offensive to many people. If you wear this, I suggest you put this on before you leave the house, like 1 hour before you leave the house. When the dry down, it mellows, all right? It's more nicer on the dry down, okay? So yeah, so the longevity on this is very, very good. If you have this on, I suggest maybe go with 2 to 3 sprays, not more than that. You don't need more than that, all right? And try to avoid like somewhere near your nose, maybe somewhere on the side, all right? Here, on your shirt, here, all right? On your hands, which is gonna be far from your nose, okay? Don't spray it like behind your ears. Avoid that, all right? And weekends, I feel if you're like gearing up to take your take your family outdoors and packing up things for this ice box and shit, and they're gonna be doing barbecue, taking some beers and whatnot, drinks, yes, in the nature, this is gonna be fantastic. This is gonna create memories with you, being outdoors. So opens are very, very green. What I get from it, opens up very aromatic green sort of a scent, okay? A hint of something like a spicy, like spices, as I mentioned, coriander. There is also cloves, that sort of a feel. I think what else was there with yeah, okay, coriander, and a little bit of the mix with all those herbal notes, and it's a little bit bright. I'm not quite sure, is it oak moss or whatnot? Maybe there's oak moss in it. So yeah, starts up like that. Okay, there's no citrus, there's no sweetness, so be careful. The projection from this is very, very good. People can smell you, even if they have a cold or something. They can sniff. They, you know, like how menthol opens up your nose, this sharpness of this can open up someone's nose if they have a cold. So use it as a medication. Just kidding. Age, as I mentioned, I feel 40 years and up. Your father or your uncle, I'm pretty sure they worn this in their days, and they still, some of them still wear this stuff. All right, very vintage. Maybe not related anymore today, but if you're that man, you know, if you're a man like Mr. Matt C or Mr. Fragrance Matt or Dan, or if you also, there's other dude, Lex Ellis, if you have nose like them, you appreciate bit of powerhouse, bit green, and then later on in the dry down there's a little bit of leather. Definitely there's leather in this, very, very strong. If you wear this in intense heat, the leather can be overpowering. Okay, so when the sun is up and there's no breeze whatsoever, I suggest don't wear this. Little bit of springtime, yeah, like when there's a little bit breeze, little bit cool, 15, 16, 17 degrees, maybe even 21. After that, I don't think it will do very good. So for the office, if you are say that office boss, definitely look into this. There's definitely are other niche version of this kind of fragrance, but those who are into designers, which majority of people in the world are, 80-85%, they can appreciate this. All right, so very good. If you're gonna expect compliments, you're gonna get it from those people who have very good taste. All right, the younger crowds, if you're wearing this and going to the clubs, nothing's gonna happen. You rather go with Polo Blue, if you know what I mean. That one is much more safer, pleasant, aquatics. But if you want to travel back in time and you don't care about the shit going on in the world, and you are really a manly man and you don't like those nonsense, to you, according to you, those who are nonsense sweet, Invictus I love, by the way. But if you think Invictus is shit, that kind of fragrances are shit, you might like this. All right, the Hall of Famer, definitely this could be a Hall of Famer because this is one of the iconic scents of all time in the green side. Okay, so my initial impression wise regarding all, I like this because after few years of collection, sniffing different things, this is like from basic, middle, up there. This is up there. This is something you develop your nose day by day, years after years, and you can appreciate this. I love this juice. I would wear this 1 to 2 sprays in Bangladesh. I wouldn't care about compliments. This one I would wear for myself. All right, and if you are a little bit like unique, you want to be unique, this has the unique factor. No one wears fragrance like this anymore these days, as far as I understand. All right, so those are my initial impressions on Polo Green. When I do extensive thorough review, I'll talk about the notes, how it transforms, what else you get. But initial impression, I love this as my personal preference. This one is, I wouldn't recommend blind buy. I wouldn't recommend you if you're looking for a compliment garner for sure thing. Okay, if you were looking for something for yourself, look into this. So thank you very much guys for watching, and I'll talk to you soon, and probably I'll do a full review, and I have to do that Jen Sense, Mr. Ashton, I have to do your tag video. I'm working on it. We'll do it soon. Take care guys, have a nice day. Bye bye.